Let's go!
Hey guys, it's Retrohead here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm heading to GG Cards and Collectables, which is a shop that I have been to a few times. It's an absolutely incredible gaming shop, and I picked up some really cool bits to add to the collection this time, for not a lot of money I thought. So I was really pleased with what I've managed to find. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or please subscribe to our channel Retrohead. Without further ado, let's head to GG Cards and Collectables. So here I am walking out to GG Cards and Collectables, and as I've already said, if you can visit this place, I would highly recommend it. If you collect retro games, Pokemon, Lego, literally anything like that, they will have lots of really cool stuff in here. And they had a really cute little guard dog here. Don't know how much gardening he would have done, but it was still very cute. But as you can see, there's some really nice stuff in here this time. As always, if you'd have spotted anything that you would have picked up, let me know in the comments down below. Now, it was really nice to see Monsters Inc. on the GameCube, as you can see, for only £8. This is one that I do already have in my collection, so I didn't actually buy it this time. But it's just a pretty uncommon GameCube game that you don't see very often. So that was GG Cards and Collectables. Had a really good time looking around and picked up a few bits to add to the collection. So now let's head back to the games room and check them all out. So I'm back from GG Cards and Collectables, and as I said, it's an absolutely brilliant shop. And if you can visit there, I would highly recommend visiting it, as it's just such a good place. Absolutely full of retro games, modern games, and also Pokemon cards, Lego and trading cards and stuff like that. So it's sort of like a gaming shop. Also has lots of other things, including a lot of Pokemon cards. So if you are a Pokemon card collector, I would highly recommend visiting that shop, as it's a really, really good shop. It's really well priced, everything is really well laid out, and as I said, if you haven't been, I would really recommend visiting. And also at the end of this video, I want to talk about this t-shirt that I'm wearing, completely separate to this visit at GG Cards and Collectables, but just something that I recently did that I'd like to talk about at the end of this video. So as I said, the pickups this time I thought were really cool, but didn't actually cost me very much. So I got 4 things here and they only cost me 20 quid. So I was really pleased with what I found. So the first game was a boxed but no manual N64 game, but this is a game that I've wanted to play for absolutely ages. It's quite common, it's not hard to find, but finding it boxed is a little bit harder, and that's Mission Impossible on the N64. Now as you can see here, there is a little bit of sticker residue there, but that'll come off absolutely fine. And this box is actually in pretty good condition. Like, not bad at all. Apart from that little bit of sticker residue there, it's not bad at all, so I was really pleased with this. But something that I thought was a bit strange but quite cool on the box is there's a sticker on this side of the box that's actually still, like, never been opened on that side. And it says, refunds or exchanges are available on unopened and target sealed software. And I thought, target strange, because I believe everything is telling me this is a UK PAL game. It's not an American game, certainly not. So I don't know why it's got that, but it says, if target sealed has been removed. An identical item exchange is only available unless this software proved to be defective or unfit for purpose. And I'll put a close-up of that sticker in as well. I've got no idea why it says that, because it says PAL version, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a UK PAL game. There's nothing to do with America, because obviously their boxes are completely different, so no idea why it's got that, but I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, Mission Impossible on the N64 is a game that I've never played. But weirdly enough, I've played it on the Game Boy Color, and it was actually a pretty good game on the Game Boy Color. I thought it wasn't going to be particularly good, but I played it and it was alright, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like on the N64. I believe it's also got a PS1 release as well, never played it on there either. But I'm really looking forward to playing it on the N64, just because I'm quite intrigued by this one. And it was only labelled up at just £5. So there was no way I could leave it there. Now moving on inside, as I said, there's no manual in this one, but the cartridge is in there and it's in all in good condition, which I'll show you now. Also an official insert, which is nice. As you can see, cartridge there, no rips or tears to the label or anything like that, or no fading. So I'm going to get around to playing this game quite soon. As I said, it's just a game that's just intrigued me for a while. And if I saw a loose copy for like 4 or 5 quid, I probably would have bought it. So to find a boxed copy, again, no manual, but still with a box for a £5, was an absolute bargain. And the second game is very similar to the last one, boxed but with no manual, but just a game that I've been really intrigued to play, and just wanted to see what it was like really, and that is the Lawnmower Man on the Super Nintendo. Now again, boxed with no manual, and this box has got a little bit of wear, as you can see sort of around the edges, there's a little bit of whitening, but apart from that, it is not in bad condition at all for a Super Nintendo game. I think that's pretty decent, to be honest, so very pleased to pick this up. Again, only £10, so again, I just couldn't resist picking it up, because it's a game that I've seen footage of and it looks pretty decent, but I've personally never played. I know the Lawnmower Man is like a film or something like that. I've never watched it. I don't really know what it's about, but the game does look decent, so I'll read you a little bit on the back about this one. Nothing can prepare you for the amazing world of virtual reality. As a film, The Lawnmower Man exploded the boundaries of graphics technology. As a game, it will blow your mind with dazzling blend of breathtaking 3D and blockbusting action. So it sounds really cool, and as you can see, the screenshots on the back look really interesting as well. So for only £10, I was super pleased to pick it up. Again, haven't got around to play it anytime soon, but now I've got the Retron system, I can easily just plug in these SNES games and play them pretty much straight away. So I have been playing quite a lot of Super Nintendo lately. But here we have the cartridge here. The front is in pretty good condition, a little bit of fading on the back as you can see, but that doesn't bother me at all. Again, I've bought this more to play than for the collection. But the condition of it is still pretty decent, so I'm still very happy to put it on the shelf. So yeah, we're only £15 spent so far, and I think those two games are really cool. And the final 2 items are 2 Nintendo magazines, and these are official Nintendo magazines, and these were essentially £2.50 each, because everything was 20 quid. So the first one is the Nintendo Official Magazine UK for GameCube and Game Boy Advance, with this awesome Paper Mario front cover. I absolutely love that. Now, this is in pretty good condition, apart from the fact there's a little bit of colouring on Toad's face there. But none of the pages have been ripped or anything like that. I'll do a little bit of overlay about this magazine, because there's some really cool pages in here. And I love seeing, like, the reviews of the different games and what games are coming out soon. And one of the funniest things to look at is the pricing in these, because these do, like, try and sell you games back in the day. And to see games that would have been, like, obviously brand new back then for those prices is just insane. But really cool to look for, and I love picking up these magazines. And for only £2.50 each, there was no way I was leaving these behind. And the other magazine is this Mario Kart Double Dash one, as you can see here. I absolutely love this. Now, as you can see from my console up there, I love Mario Kart Double Dash. Love it for the game that it is today, but also a very, very nostalgic game. So when I saw this for £2.50, I knew I was going to pick it up. And again, I'll do some overlay of this magazine on the screen now. It's just a really, really good magazine. There's some really cool bits and pieces in here, including a very, very nice F-Zero page, which was nice. And there's this really cool page advertising The Hobbit on the GameCube, which is a game that I don't have. And I'm not really particularly into The Hobbit as a franchise, but I thought that page was really cool and has some really good artwork. But again, these magazines are so, so cool just to like go back and look at what games are like and the reviews and stuff. So to pick these up for only £2.50, for me personally, was an absolute no-brainer. I'm really, really pleased with these. And to pick up all of this really cool Nintendo stuff for only 20 quid, to me, was an absolute bargain. So that was my pickups from GG Cards and Collectables, but now, as I said towards the start of the video, I want to talk about this t-shirt that I'm wearing, and this is completely separate to the shop. It's nothing to do with that. I just wanted to talk about it in one of my videos, and this is the most recent video I've done since I've been to this place. So recently, I was so excited as I got to see Drowning Pool, Spineshank and Head PE at the UEA in Norwich. It was an absolutely incredible gig. I absolutely loved it. And I bought this t-shirt, as you can see here, which I'm really pleased with. And it's also got a really nice back print as well, which I'll show you on screen now. But the funny thing is, you might not particularly notice it at the start, but if you look really closely at where it says Norwich at the LCR on the t-shirt, it's got a H in it where it shouldn't have a H in Norwich. Doesn't bother me at all, I just thought it was quite funny. But the gig was absolutely incredible. I absolutely loved it. Now, Head PE is a band that I wasn't overly familiar with, but I thought they delivered a really, really good set. Spineshank I'm very familiar with, and because one of their albums, The Height of Callousness, is 25 years old this year, they're doing a tour for The Height of Callousness and played the album front to back, which was absolutely brilliant. My two highlights probably being Can't Be Fixed and New Disease. And then also they played a few of their old favourites at the end, one of my favourites being Smothered as well. And then finally, Drowning Pool came on, which is a band that I'm sort of familiar with, not massively compared to Spineshank, but still a lot more compared to Head PE. And there was a few songs that I recognised, but at the end they played my two favourite Drowning Pool songs, Tear Away and Bodies. So I was so pleased. It was an absolutely brilliant night. Now, completely random, nothing really to do with this video, but I wanted to talk about it on the channel at some point. And this is the most recent video I've done since I went to that gig. So just really pleased to go and had an absolutely amazing time. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead. As I said, if you can go to GG Cards and Collectables, it's an absolutely incredible shop that I would highly recommend you visit. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!